my real healing happens after I start speaking light language. When I first discovered this, I use it mainly for my personal healing. So back then in 2016, when I first started to speak my light language, I used it primarily to work with my dragon, which is my spiritual guide at that time that came in really strong for me and still are with me today. But I use that as a main communication with my dragon. And then I started to use my light language to actually help me transmute my energy. I was at a point of my life at the time where I was working with a lot of energy of anger and frustration and resentment. So I use light language to help me transmute this energy. So every time I feel this emotion coming up, I allow myself to feel it, and then I use the light language to help me to release it out of my system and transmute it into highest frequency of passion, love, and light. So that is the power of light language. It really will help you to work not only just on mental or physical level, but really deep down on cellular, vibrational, energetic, DNA level, and even all the way up to past life or what's not. It's so deep and powerful, and yet at the same time, it is gentle. It is not something that is like forcing on you. It is just allowing you to receive whatever activation you are ready to receive and the healing you are ready to receive. So it's like the energy is there, but then it's up to you to receive it to the degree of your readiness. It's not something that is like intervention, if you know what I mean. So this is why I really love light language, because it's accessible. I can do it anytime, and it is so quick and powerful. Like literally, just 1 minute of light language totally shift my energy, let alone 10 minutes. That is why this is such a powerful modality. So that was how I used light language to support me in my healing journey back then. That was how it started. And then gradually, it got more and more in depth, the more I speak it, and then to a point that, I felt like I'm ready to actually share the light language with the world, especially with my clients, or whether it is with the audience in general, because I feel that more people will benefit from this. And the funny thing and the beautiful thing, if you are a coach and healer, you probably can resonate that the more we start to teach, the more we start to learn and heal again. So as I start to bring light language to other people, I also heal every time I actually channel those light language. So in my recent 3 days IG live, I did a light language party where I come on live for 3 days, and we work with different goddesses from Kuan Yin, Saraswati to Lakshmi, and it was such a beautiful 3 days. And I was so excited and aligned when I first got this idea. And then, like 1 minute before my first IG live on light language party, day one, not my first IG live, but my day one of IG live, I was so nervous and I couldn't understand, because I was like, this is not my first IG live and this is not my first light language channeling. So I didn't understand why was I so nervous on day one of the light language party. I was feeling so nervous to a point that I had not felt before. I have been doing this for decades. So I shouldn't be nervous by now, you know what I mean? But I felt like it was my first time. It was just nerve-wracking. And that is part of my healing, you see. Like the fact that I'm gonna speak light language, the resistance come up, whatever that is. And that is my opportunity to heal. And immediately I knew there and then it has to do with my starseed wound. Specifically the wound around being afraid to be seen and heard and known and wanting to fit in, because light language is so out of this world and woo, right? Not everybody know about it or heard about it. So there is this fear of being judged and being criticized and being outcast, probably all the way through past life, where the time that, because I do know that I had past life where, I was isolating myself and hiding my power because I was so afraid that I will offend people or people will not like my power and that I will hurt people, although that wouldn't make sense at all. But there was like this past life of mine where that happened. And so I knew it rooted all the way back. But the point here is that there was this starseed one of being afraid to be visible, which is why I was so nervous to go on IG Live to talk about light language, because it's easy to talk about it within the spiritual community, which is where I hang out the most, right? But to put it on IG Live, where not only it is public, but most importantly, a lot of my childhood friends are my followers. So there was this fear that, all of my childhood friends are gonna see me speak this weird language and they're gonna judge me and talk about me behind my back, and I'm gonna be talk of the town for bad reason. But you know what? People are not so free that they talk about you. It's not all about you. So I I just basically laugh out loud when I finally see that, and it was crazy. The moment I see it, it's gone. That was day one. And then day two got better, and day three is like it's amazing. So through that 3 days light language party where I'm hosting the party for you guys, I'm also going through my own healing at the same time. And that is the gift that light language gave me. The gift that light language gave me through healing, whether I'm using it for personal use or whether I'm using it for the good of others, in this case by hosting a light language party, right? And the light language probably has different gift for you. Your journey is gonna look totally different or maybe similar to mine, but it's definitely gonna be unique to you only because it's your journey. So you're gonna experience light language and have your own aha moment and benefit it in a different way, in your own way. But either way, explore light language in a way that feels good to you to allow yourself to reap its rewards. Now, as I shared, I actually benefit the most through speaking light language instead of receiving a transmission from other people. And there is a reason for that. It is because when you channel your own light language, whether it is spoken or drawing or movement, you are channeling into your own version of higher starseed self. You are tapping into your own energy field rather than relying on other people's energy field, your own insight rather than other people's insight. Not to say that it is a bad thing to receive from other people. It is two ways. I still receive light language activation from other people, but I also know how to channel it myself. The same way, like a yoga teacher knows how to teach yoga, but the yoga teacher still go to yoga class. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that you shouldn't receive light language transmission from other people. Go ahead. But I'm just inviting you to explore the possibility that you too can channel your own light language and activate your own light language. So you can step into your power and tap into your highest starseed self and express your soul vision that way. And you don't have to share it with the world and go on IG Live like I did. I didn't do it immediately as well. It took me years before I start to share it with other people. You can simply use it for your personal healing like I did when I use it to transmute my anger into passion, So you can just simply learn light language as a healing modality, as a spiritual tool that you can add into your toolkit, so to speak, right? To help you in your healing and personal awakening journey. And if you feel called to, of course, you can share it with the world, but it don't have to. Again, using the yoga teacher example, people go to yoga teacher training sometimes simply to deepen the understanding and your knowledge and your wisdom and your practice. That's it. It doesn't mean they have to go out and teach yoga. Same thing here. Use light language activation as a way to deepen your healing journey, your understanding, expand your knowledge, and actually just really to accelerate your own growth and expansion. So consider that possibility. And if that possibility sounds really good for you, maybe you feel a little bit afraid, which is common when you are about to step out of comfort zone. That happens, but know that you gotta take that leap of faith sometimes. And if you feel like you want to actually activate your light language, come and join me in my latest program where we can work either one-on-one or in a group setting to help you activate your light language, whether it is spoken or through art or through hand gesture. You get to choose which one to focus on. You will learn what it is about, how it works, the different types, and your dominant light language, and how you can channel them. And you will also earn the ancient art of casting a circle and coming out with a light language ritual, as well as, most importantly, you have a chance to practice it with me. That way, you know you're supported, you know you're on the right track, you know you're channeling it right, you know that you are knowing what you're doing, so that even after the program is over, you have the tool and the skills and the know-how as to what you're gonna do even after the journey is over. That way, it is not like you go to light language activation and it's done. You get to continue to improve your skills, and you will learn how to do that even on your own. So come on and join me on that light language activation journey where you can tap into your higher starseed self and express your soul vision, mission, and all of those magic. Any questions, drop them down in the comment, and I will see you in the journey and more.